Hello everybody and welcome to my first story time video. This was actually suggested by Aggie behind the camera.
No,
She said I should make a story time video about it, so I'm going to do that. Long story short, this story is about me having to take an absolute monster shit on the way to school. As a few of you may have known, I used to go to school in Vegas for airplane mechanic, but I got the license now. I moved over here to Laurel, Maryland with Aggie. And one day, one fateful morning, I woke up and I thought to myself, I might have to take a shit. So I did my morning routine, got out of bed, changed, started my car, went back upstairs to brush my teeth and everything. I was looking at the toilet like, damn, I should probably poop. I didn't. I get in my car, I drive 6 or 7 minutes it takes to get to the highway, and as I'm sitting there in my little Miata, I'm thinking, damn, I gotta shit. I was feeling the grumblies in my lower tummy. It hurt. And I was thinking, should I go on this highway or should I go straight? And I went on the highway in my lowered Miata. And I'm sitting there banging gears. And okay, Miatas aren't fast. I'm sorry for that. Anyways, I'm going down the 215. Very bumpy road and a very bumpy car. And every couple minutes, you get the squeezing and the torsion of your stomach. You're like, but you can't take your eyes off the road. And then traffic hits. Because I was already late to begin with, because I thought about it way too much. And I was stuck in traffic for half an hour. And I was considering just pulling over to the right side, jumping over the median, and just, letting my load go. Fuck it, I'll wipe when I get to school. I consider that several times. But then, every time I think I'd put on my right turn signal, traffic would start going. So I turn it off because I just so happened to be in the left lane for whatever reason today. So I couldn't really get over. So I finally get in the middle lane, traffic starts going, and then it always frees up in this one area, and then I'm going. So I'm on my way to school, and I get off on my exit, which was Sunset. And on Sunset, you go past an airport, but there's this one gas station there. And at this point, I'm not even getting a couple minute contractions. It's like a full-on thing now. I'm clenching, I'm like, and it was probably 50, 60 degrees out. It was a winter day. Not winter, it was late winter, early spring day. It was cold. And I was sweating in my car. I had the air, blasting in my face. I had my window open. I was considering putting the top down, but that was too much work, so I didn't. And I'm going down Sunset, and I'm whipping it. And I pull into this gas station, and I don't even care. I rip up my e-brake, I slap it in neutral, I turn off my car, I grab my keys, and I run inside. I don't care who's looking. I don't even know if my door fully closed. I run inside. I'm like, fuck, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? I can barely hold it in because I'm standing up at this point. I look, it says, bathroom's closed. Fuck. So I run back out to my car, I start it, and then I whip out of there. And I'm going like 70, 75 down this road, which is normally a 45. And you have to be committed to go that fast. You have to be committed to speed in a Miata, because they take so long to rev up. They take so long to get up to speed that before you speed, you have to think to yourself for a couple seconds, am I going to do this? And I did. And I did. So I'm waiting. I just get the red light. Like, normally if I just got it, I'd go. At this point, I was in severe pain. I couldn't. So I waited, and I got every single red light. And then there's one right before my school. Like, right before an intersection where I can turn in to get to the back of my school. There's one more. So I, did that thing everyone thinks about doing. I take a right, turn around, I take another right to get past the light. I did that. And then I pull into my school. I'm whipping it through this parking lot. I pull up the damn e-brake and do a little back into my spot. I didn't care. I shut off my car. I left my keys there. I sprinted into the building, and I unbuckled my pants because I had a lot of pressure. And I was running in there holding up my pants. I'm like sprinting through the damn school. I sit down. It was a lot. I was in there for like 15 minutes. I didn't care. I was already late. I said, if I'm going to be late and get a deficiency, I'm going to take the damn deficiency. I'm going to take my sweet ass time making sure I'm getting everything out. So then I, go back to my car. I grab my backpack. I grab my keys and my steering wheel and everything. And I go to class, and we were out in the hangar. And I had this one teacher. People didn't really like him. Him and I kind of, he was like 25. Oh, I was 20 at this point, so him and I kind of, beefed a little bit, but not really. It's kind of like when you're friends with someone, you're just talking shit back and forth. That's how him and me were. But I go out there and like, I'm not gonna say his name, like, EJ, I'm sorry I was late. I had to take a shit. And he said, well, I wasn't late. My daughter's in the hospital. I said, yeah, but I'm late because I had to take a shit. He said, that's not an excuse. You're still going to get a deficiency. I said, okay, that's fine. I'm just telling you I was late because I had to shit. And then, all my friends were there, and they're just kind of looking at me, and they're like, well, what can you do? If you got to shit, you got to go. And that's the story about how I had to take ginormous dookie, and I was late to school. Thank you for watching. I'll probably not make another one of these.